Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Graveyard Keeper. Hope you're having a good day. I'm having an excellent day. Got a nice big cup of coffee in my hands. Now, a couple weeks have passed in game since the last episode. I wanted to get a lot of the odds and ends and kind of chores out of the way. So I did that, and we'll run through them together, but we have a lot to get done today. We picked up a trade license since we had so much money to give to merchant. I've been seeing little things pop up around everywhere, to be honest, with the Witcher's Eye. We have to give the vampire's jaw to Clotho, I think, for her to disenchant. We have to give the hinge to Jerry. We have to give a pile of components to Cresvold. I did set up a few things at the refugee camp and saw that they were cooking a ton of grated carrots, so much so that they had filled up their entire tent. So I helped myself to 60 of those. But before we get started, I want to start building a bit in the house. Now there's a lot of things you can do: updated cooking tables, cupboards. I don't know if these actually do anything or if it's just cosmetic. There's carpets, there's flower shelves, we can do bedspreads, all kinds of things, and even paint our walls. But we might as well start at the front. Let's get a household utensils rack. So I can go and look at that. There's like a little space down here that we can't actually... Can we? We can. So it looks like we get 3 of these in. Let's do one, see what it does. So it gives us storage. It gives us actually an extra row, more than a chest. So that's pretty cool. So we can store a lot more stuff in here. We're also hard at work with our booze and beer production. You can see our zombie's already off. He's taking beer down. Looks like we are out of water, so we'll have to bring down some water for him. I've set up our zombie to do kind of the in order. So he'll do gold beer, then if he's out of gold hops, he'll do silver, and when he's out of silver, he'll do bronze. So we'll get the best beer out first. But let's give him a bit more water so that he can continue making. We also upgraded our anvil. We now have an anvil 2. As we upgrade more things, that will become more important to us. Let's use the water. I tried sticking the water buckets straight into the chest. That does not work. He can't use the bucket. He needs the water, unadulterated, by itself. There you go. Make some silver star. Perfect. Okay. Let's look through our list. So first, oh, and there's another thing. I found a tooth that we're supposed to give part to Jerry. Apparently it was once part of Jerry's smile. I'll show you where we found that too. We also have collected quite a few bees. We can set up the hives up at the camp. So you'll see 2 zombies here. Why is that? Well, during those 2 weeks, I set up the quarry. So we have a porter here. We have a stone digger here. And over here, we have one who's alternating between iron ore and coal. Iron ore gets stored here, doesn't get transported. We could build one of these down at the farm. I can just break it down here, either way. I don't know which makes more sense. But one of the things that I'm going to have to do is get more beeswax or honeycomb, because we need candles, and we need quite a few of them. So let's swing over here to the refugee camp. We'll grab, hopefully, some honeycomb, some beeswax. We are just absolutely swimming. Can we eat honey straight? We should, right? We can. And it heals. Oh, that's good, because we have so much honey. Like, way too much honey. Okay, so that's not great. I think there's a third over here. Hello, can we get through? Excuse me? Yeah. Right over here is another beehive. It is Pride Day, so we're just going to kind of work our way down toward the church, collecting all the honey as we go. because we need candles. I have a few, but I don't have enough. I think our limiting factor is going to be first the honeycomb or beeswax, and second, white paint. As far as I know, white paint can only be made from bones. You powder the bone, mix it with oil, and get white paint that way. I don't know of another way to make it. I'm sure there is. We'll try like these flowers or something, the white flower. See if that works. We got a couple pieces, 3 beeswax. I think I have 1 in the church right now, so that makes it an even number. That's good. Another bee. We have so many bees. We'll be able to fill out their hives and ours. That's good news, actually. Okay. So 3 pieces, that gives us 4 total. Let's hit the church. We'll get our candles and we will say today's sermon. Now, when we do light our candles, it gets our church quality above 50. And 50 is what we needed. We need 200 in here, and I'm not doing the graveyard keeper part of the game, Graveyard Keeper, so we'll have to work on this. We need 200. But we need 50 at the church. So, let's see. We don't have any candles in here. Let's go downstairs. Hopefully we can make 2, 4, 6, 8 of the nice candles. Yeah, we just missed it by 1. Oh, that's not great. That's not great at all. Alright, well, let's get these. And we'll make... Now we're out of white ink. Of course. And none in here, right? No, I do have 19 faith, though, from the previous sermons. So that's pretty nice. Okay, well, let's see if these white flowers work. No, it gives us order solution, it looks like. Yeah. Well, that's not great, because we need white powder. And I only know of bones being able to do it. Salt. Almost got me excited. Alright, well, we'll just have to stick with the lower tier candle, I suppose. It won't get us as much quality and equally as much faith, but it will have to do. The nice candles give it a +6. The worse fat candles give it a +2. Okay. Start praying. Gives us to 61 instead of 69. And we'll do our prayer for faith. Come in, come in. We now have 4 padded pews, so take a seat. I'd like to say a few words about our padded pews. Our church is great. Nice indeed. And now let us pray for this blessing. 12 faith in one shot. That's what I like to see. Excellent. How much extra can we get? A fair good amount. So 19 total out of that. Hopefully a little bit of money as well. All right. So we got 3 and 4 and a bonus of 1 silver 61. Not terrible. Not too worried about the money since we have the tavern that we can use. So that gives us 38 faith total. Now I've got a bunch of just like random stuff in here. What can we study? We can study bees. Nice. Let's do that. Can decompose them into powder and fluid. That would be cruel, I think. We can do porcelain. We can do spider's web. So I was in the dungeon and ran across a new enemy type, spiders, and they drop spider webs. Let's see what we can do with that. Powder and essence. We'll have to check. Break them down. See what we get. We can do some hemp. That's 4. Very good. Got a story out of that. Interesting. Hardcovers. That's 5. That's pretty expensive. Pretty expensive, actually. Let's leave that. How about silver nuggets? That's 2. What am I being filled up with here? Oh, everything I study. Right. Right. And then these don't take faith at all, just science. So we'll just do a few quick studies of the solutions. And then we'll clean this mess up. Now, you might be thinking, hey, I'm burning through all of that faith. Why not use it to make zombies? I have made several zombies. I made 4 in order to set that quarry up. So, oh, that did take faith. I didn't even see how much. All right, let's start throwing some of this stuff back. Bees, story, the hemp. Hemp can go away. What else we got? We got the powder. Man, we are just full up. All right, let's grab that silver nugget. And we'll do a little experimenting here. What can... Ooh, should I do the bees? Where's that silver nugget? Oh, man, I guess you can't crush the silver nugget. Decomposes into a powder, so we'd have to go use the mill, not the mixer. Let's see. Yeah, let's use the mill, see what happens. And then we'll head down and talk to Jerry. Oh, I have a bone sitting in the... Oh. Ah, okay. Alright. Gives us 4 silver powder. Interesting. Okay. White powder there. Damn and blast. Make a little white paint just so we have a bit for next sermon. And we'll have to get our hands on some more bones before the next sermon as well. All right, we'll drop off our prayer because I always forget to do that. Okay, now let's empty our inventory by using some of the things that we have going for us. So we have 2 things we have to talk to Jerry about. His tooth, which I got from the Souls room. I was in the Souls room over here to the right, and I was fixing up some of this stuff. And so I fixed up this thing. This is a soul extractor. You throw a body in here, and it uses centrifugal force, apparently, to pull out a soul. We'll have to try that eventually. And I was fixing up this guy's place. He still has 2 things to repair. He got his rug, which takes skin. That's disgusting. And in the bed, I found a tooth belonging to Jerry. So I need to repair that. All right. So let's go ask him why the heck his tooth was in that sealed up area. Jerry, do you know whose tooth this might be? Let me see. Hey, wait, that's my tooth. Give it back to me or I'll bite you, you thief. Wait, stop. I found it nearby. That's why I came to find out who it belongs to. Look, it's all old and dusty. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. One time I had a toothache so bad I didn't know what to do. Apparently, I had to get rid of it. So all the broken bottles in that room are yours. What bottles? All those... It doesn't matter. That kind of matters. Kind of matters. We'll pop back to Sweet Home real quick and dump off the bees. We'll keep the honey because we can eat the honey. But we are just swimming in food, so we're just going to have to eat a ton of everything. I'm going to actually drop that honey off. I'm going to use that to take down to the dungeon. Yeah. Okay, let's run around a little bit. We'll actually pop down here, see how everything's going. Still cooking up, good. We'll run around until our little stone is ready to go. We also have some lentils that we had planted from seeds that we found down in the dungeon. We can replant those immediately. Do I have any more? I have 1 silver. I have 4 silver. Fantastic. Let's dump those lentils off and also harvest our apples. There's so much to always do in here. You just get so distracted immediately. We should buy, that reminds me, we should buy more apple trees from Clotho so we can really get our booze business rolling. Let's smash these down into apple juice. We'll turn them into apple ferment. Drop off our lentils. Go talk to Jerry. All right. Okay. I can do 2 there, I suppose. All right, anything else? Anything else? Oh, we can destroy that. We don't need that. Let's drop off our lentils. We can look at what we can make out of that later. And go talk to Jerry at the Talking Skull. Oh, how much money we got? 35 silver, 10 copper. Not bad. Hello, Jerry. Oh yeah, you can replay those. Give him the ancient door hinge. Sorry, the hinge is damp and dirty. Ha! Living Skull's not afraid of a little dirt. Fair enough. All right, let's see what we got. Where's this now? Rest in peace, our deceased friend. Your road now leads over the ancient bridge into the land of the dead. Oh. Let's go divide up the inheritance. Rather rude. Body's still right here. I think I know where this is. Path goes up. I think my tavern is right over here. It's so annoying when they die on the weekend. And that looks like Dig. Clotho, what a surprise. Tea, coffee, a little mead with pepper. No, no, once was enough. Diggus, yep, Diggus, dig. Our god has sent me a vision. I saw fire, blood-stained blades and corpses. Oh, and the ancient portal. A vision. Oh, I warned you your experiments with mushrooms could be... I need the keys to the portal, funny man, right now. Sorry, the ancient god forbids me from giving them to anyone. Perhaps a sweet cupcake would suffice. He did say he has a sweet tooth. I had a vision, Diggus. He wants us to use the portal. Don't shout, Clotho. It's not healthy for people who are 1,000 years old. Really. He is quite old. Much older than I originally thought. Listen, aren't you afraid for Heradric, your adopted son? Man, the lore drop. I'm afraid that's why I can't give you the keys. The portal's unpredictable and dangerous. You have a cupcake instead of a brain, you old fool. A 1,000 years old. I remember. That's where the keeper dug me up. He was looking for spare bones for his zombies. I woke up, couldn't remember anything, but I wanted beer. That keeper named me Jerry. That... I don't have the helm. I don't remember where the helm is. That is quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed. Let's go put the hinge up here. See where that goes. That'll increase our prestige by 1. Tavern quality goes up to 13. Excellent. Oh, and look, we have a star finally. Very good. We'll have to build a few more tables in here. Get some more business. Okay, let's see. Today is Miss Charms Day. So Charm Day? I don't remember the day name. But it's Miss Charms Day. Let's head over to Sweet Home. We'll head straight out and go talk to Clotho. We'll pick up some apple trees and give her the vampire jaw to disenchant. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to talk to the bishop. Dang it. That's all right. We have to talk to him when our church quality is over 50. Actually, I don't know if the candles will do it. I mean, we might have to do it naturally. Like, hey, look at this. We have another Witcher's Eye vision. Wow, a whole squad of soldiers was here. 33 guys in black and orange uniforms. An inquisitor is with them. He's giving an inspiring speech and sending him to capture Clotho. The inquisitor waits for an hour, killing mosquitoes and flies with a huge gilded book. The inquisitor departs, accompanied by 33 black and orange clad frogs. Why would you try to capture Clotho? She's not a witch, she's a priestess. I mean, she looks like a witch and acts like a witch now, but she's a priestess of the ancient god. Hello, Clotho. Oh, right, and I have to talk to her about the carrot. Dear Clotho, could you enlarge something? Ooh. Every week. Sure, I can increase your thing. No, you misunderstand. I need you to enlarge my carrot. Well, that's the same. That's a funny way to put it. No, I need you to make an actual carrot the size of a log. Oh, that's even easier. But in return, I want a date. Oh, well, you're a little old for me, but a date. Listen, I'm full of flaws. Moreover, not you, my sweet, though you are pretty cute. I meant that lovely engineer, Corey. Oh, Corey, he built my tavern. Okay, I'll try to organize your date. Sure. Clotho, I have a jaw, and I'd like you to turn it into a vampire. Bro, you have to be more specific. Why, certainly, sweetie. Open your mouth. See what I mean? Stop. I meant this other jaw. It's an enchanted vampire, and I need you to disenchant it. Oh, that's even easier. Let me see. Interesting. Its aura is so bright, I'm afraid I can't dispel such powerful magic, my boy. I'm sorry. I was really counting on you. Are you sure there's nothing we can do here? Well, of course, you could always try one thing, a memory tincture. Great, I'd be really grateful. I must warn you, one of your predecessors, the third keeper, used memory tincture several times. He told me it's unstable, unreliable, and has several side effects. If there's any hope it'll work, it's worth trying. By the way, you'll need some memory powder for preparing the tincture. Here's a pinch. If you need any more, you're welcome to it. It's 20 years past its expiration date. One more thing. If you meet that lovely woman who purchased a recipe for emulsion of death, please remind her she's forgot to take her change. She's probably dead. Thanks, Clotho. Alright, what did we get? We got 3 memory powders and memory tincture recipe. You can brew memory tincture, 1% alcohol, 99% bubbles. It's like a really terrible champagne. Alright, unstable, unreliable, unbearable, spray it into both eyes. No thank you, but okay, so I still have the vampire jaw. We could probably drop both of these off down in the church and wait until we can make a tincture. However, it's probably time to go talk to Cresvold. Or, I wonder if we can ask him about being Dig's kid. We cannot. Though I could probably sell him some of these here muffins. I have so many of them. No, we'll sell those and then eat one, and that'll clear up some space. Hello, Miss Charm. I have some questions. I found out about your necklace. That's right. Snake told me he didn't have your necklace anymore. That crook. You can't help this poor woman after all. Actually, he told me where your necklace is. I'll try to get it back for you. Got a story? Oh, that's so sweet. Speaking of sweet things, have you ever had a whiff of Miss Chane's perfume? Yeah, it smells great. Even you like it. I definitely need a vial. Can you talk to her and get me one? Why can't you ask her? I don't know why, but she doesn't like me. She's especially jealous of my friendship with Alyssa. Who's Alyssa? I'll try to get you some perfume. I could even try to make some myself. Oh, we gotta make some perfume. I have some questions. No more questions. Are you Alyssa? Who's Alyssa? And where's Miss Jane? She's over here. Hello, Miss Jane. You better talk to my husband. He's in charge here. About your perfume. Miss Jane, could you give me a vial of your perfume? It's good, isn't it? But I'm tired of it. I'm going to make a new one. I still have a small vial of the old stuff. I could give it to you, but first, I need a little help. Take this food to my sister. She lives at the middle of the swamp. Oh. Your sister's with Claw? Of course you were. And on the way back, catch a dozen frogs. I'll need them for the new perfume. 12 frogs. All right. Now, I have money. I've got quite a bit of money. Look at that. I could just start cracking open some of these. I think I have these two, right? Sweet baking and pies. Fish delicacies. Tasty and healthy. I don't know. I'll just pick them up just to check. All right. Use baked salmon, and we can make our own royal fish. Nice. Instead of buying it from merchant. A bowl of pumpkin soup, baked pumpkins, and a bowl of lentils. Very good. Pancakes, muffins, we already had that one. And pies. So we did have those. Okay, we got all four. Very good. But that actually opens quite a few recipes up. Cool. Cool. So we got fish dishes and fish delicacies. All right. We still have quite a few to go. But oh, while we're here, I did pick up a few more technologies. So I got steel, which allowed me to upgrade to the Anvil 2. I haven't built any of the tools yet, so we can make steel pretty much everything, and steel weapons. So I got steel tools, steel weapons. So I can make steel swords, steel armor, all kinds of cool stuff. I also picked up embalming 2 because of the fridge pallet. So I can make a fridge pallet now that I think stops decay completely. So we can just throw bodies on it and leave them for as long as we want, and they'll be fine, I think. So I'll try that out. Okay, so we got that. We'll have to take that over there. Got trade license. Let's head to Sweet Home. I'll grab some flitch while we're here. You'll see why in a sec. We'll run over to the church. Let's throw that log on the pile before our zombie friend makes it back. Clean up the yard a little bit. Okay, let's run over to the church. Oh, I forgot to buy apple trees. We'll have to do that. We'll drop off the memory powder and a couple bits and bobs there. We'll swing by. It's probably too late to go to Clotho's, but we can swing up to the refugee camp because I think there's a few things I have to do while we're there. Done. Yeah, that should do it. The refugee camp before nightfall, hopefully. Yeah, there are people, new people to talk to. Moneylender greets new guests. Moneylender knows all his guests' desires. Gold, silver, they're waiting for you. Just reach out your hand. Moneylender will drown you in money. Just give your valuables, especially gold valuables, to Moneylender, and the world's wealth is yours. And if I have no valuables? Oh, Moneylender is so kind. He gives his gold nevertheless. Are you serious? That sounds great. Of course. Of course you must be kind to Moneylender as well and return him one day all the gold you've borrowed. With an insignificant tiny commission of 1% per day. That's quite significant. I'll think about it. And everyone's off to bed, I think. I thought I saw 2 people who wanted to talk, but yeah, you can see these are just sitting there rotting in the ground because there's just no room. No room at all. We'll take their berries. Yeah, there's just no room for anything. All the food they could ever want. However, if we run up here, we see that we're at max happiness. What can we do? I can grab bees. We can make some beehives. That would be nice. We could also make some more beds. We also need more, we need quite a bit more way of beeswax. Nope, just honey. Okay. Let's pop back to Sweet Home. No, stay inside. We'll drop off the honey. I think the berries are over here. No, they're nowhere. Very good. Got a basket of food for Clotho. I'm going to hang on to the flitch. We will grab... let's say 20? No, let's do 10. 10 bees. And yeah, that'll do it. We'll run around a little bit. Hopefully we can get this reset before midnight. Don't run into that, please and thank you. Okay, we'll probably make it halfway to the town before the transport stone is fixed. Alright, at least the wheat fields. There we go. Back to the dead horse. And south to talk to Greswold. Because we have a pretty crazy order for him. Ooh, and another memory. Could you help me out, Greswold? I need you to assemble some battle horseshoes and iron unicorn horns. Huh? Did Heradric put you up to this? No, why do you ask? Because he's the one always curing my deep monthly depressions with his idiotic pranks. No, it's completely my own idea. So it's you who wants to cure my deep monthly depression with an idiotic prank. Ah. Wait, I mean the other thing. It's not a prank. I actually need these horseshoes and horns. That'll be 25 silver. It's not as bad as I thought. And the same amount again because you spoiled my mood. And there it is. Okay, I agree. Just don't be angry and accept my apologies. Here's your money. Come back tomorrow. Or better yet, don't come back at all. Dude, you are just a sourpuss. What you got for me? Ooh, I do need a whetstone. Mine is almost toast. Another 10. 60 silver. Hope you're happy. Late at night, beekeepers holding a torch showing Creswold a parchment with the plans for a bee gun, bee grenades, and honeyed goggles. Creswold thinks and nods. Beekeeper shakes his hand and places on the ground something wrapped in a blanket. After Beekeeper leaves, Creswold unwraps the blanket and gently passes his hand over a gilded cuirass, tarnished by rust. Interesting. A bee gun. That's some Ratchet and Clank level of nonsense there. All right. Let's see. We'll head back to the refugee camp and get one of the beehives built up. Oh, down here. All right, they can use 3. Very good. Looked like we had to build that, so let's go do that. So they can use 2 more beehives, now producing honey, and 1 more bed. What should we put in here? Now they have... Oh, upgrade, right. They're making quite a few, but we should probably give them something else. Maybe beets or something? I don't know. All right. What do we got left? Clotho. I think we can make it to Clotho's by the time the sun rises. Can't forget the apple trees, though. We can plant quite a few more, so we can grab several. I say we grab 4 and basically double our production of what we're at right now as far as booze goes. So we got to try getting our wine production in though, so we're going to have to start looking at getting our some more blue points, because if you know the best way of getting spirit points, then let me know, because my goodness, it is not easy. How? She's not going to come out for a little bit. Is there a way to, like, get through here? No. Is there a way to catch frogs outside of fishing? Probably not. Well, I suppose I'll just run around a little bit until Clotho comes out, wakes up, comes out of her little house. Or maybe I'll run around and see if I can find that fishing spot. Yeah, that'll do it. Although, of course, now the sun's coming up. 12 frogs, though, man. That's... If it's not right here, then I'll just run back. It's not right here. She should be coming out really soon. I think there was another pond somewhere that we caught some frogs in. Maybe over by where the tavern is right now. So I'll have a look at where frogs are. I know you can get them here, so we'll have a look around, see where we can get frogs, and gather those 12. Probably off screen, simply because fishing isn't, you know, the most exciting thing in the world to watch. But maybe a little fancy editing will make it a little easier to consume on your end. All right, come on. You're burning daylight here, Clotho. 20, man, those are pretty good. 24 and 20. Not as good as the muffins. Very little is as good as the muffins, let's be honest. All right, come on now. I have to go see Merchant today. There we go. We can buy teas, that's expensive. Here's some food from your sister. It's from your sister. There's no such thing as a good apple. I hate apples. Oh, that's not nice. Not nice at all. Let's get 4. There we go. 4 of these bad boys. Anything else we need? We could do berry, but we could buy frogs. How much would that run? How lazy am I? Yeah. That lazy, apparently. Oh man, she sells everything, huh? Thank you for your patronage, Clotho. Or reverse that. Okay, sweet home. Oh, right, let's dump the whetstone. Yeah, that one's almost 25%. Yep. Okay, let's dump the lich. We'll dump the frogs. And we'll plant the trees. Then we'll go talk to Merchant. Oh no, we won't. See, we've got 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 wooden sticks. 12 peat. Oh, we got plenty of peat. There's all the peat we need. Throw these on the hotbar to munch on. Now we just need sticks. I think I've dug up all the sticks that were around here. That's unfortunate. Oh, we can get sticks out of these. We just need 8, I think. Go. There's 8. Perfect. Yeah, so we're gonna have to get some blue points, because we are definitely gonna start needing more and more fancy technologies. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. And finally, done. Our bleeding energy here. Peat. Maggots. Fine, we'll hang on to those. Let's grab a quick snooze just to get that off. And we'll check. Yep, that's done. Perfect. Make me 6 boozes, please. And off we go to the dead horse. Pardon me, sir. Almost ran into you there. Hello, merchant. I have a trade license. Great. Now we're in business. Between my connections and your hard work and a silver story, we'll be super rich. That went away really quickly. We'll open our first office in this barn. Seems like a startup. We'll put pallets here, and I'll take crates of goods from here every merchant day. Crates? That's right, we're a big business now, so we need to pack our products. You're a handy fellow. I know you have a workshop near the graveyard. I'm sure you can pack everything in nice wooden crates. You know, our trade license allows us to sell practically anything. We can sell any kind of goods. You don't need to pack only vegetables, although the food shortage has driven up prices quite a bit. But if you can find some cheap labor, selling other goods can be profitable too. I'll try. Let me see. I think for a start I can sell 1 crate per week. That's not too much. But nobody's heard of us. We'll need to invest in marketing and make our first sale. So our company has 2 main goals. First, increase our horn level prestige to at least 3. That means we'll be able to sell 3 crates per week. Second, sell our first 7 crates. I'll be proud of us if we reach these goals. So how do we improve our horn? We use an ancient technique that never fails. Make a bunch of advertising flyers and leave them on an office desk. In my world, we use celebrities to boost sales. Brilliant. Ask Miss Charm to represent our company. That'll definitely work. I could also advertise our company during my ceremony at church. That's a great idea. Now I know for sure I chose the right person to be my partner. Okay, how am I going to transport these crates? They're very heavy. The most obvious way is to move them along the road. But maybe there's another way. I think the storage room is connected to the church cellar. But I'm a little too portly to climb down there and check it myself. Maybe I'll move those crates through the tunnel. But I'll need to build an elevator for the crates. Elevator? You got anything for me? Gold grape seeds? Nah, you're fine. Alright, what do we got? Fame. Fame, not prestige or horns. Okay. So 10 flyers. That's easy enough. And we'll do that. So this exits... Oh, yeah. Right here. This is actually a pretty quick way to my... It's a really quick way to my cellar. That's nice. Very good. Okay, let's drop off the story. Very good, very good. We'll drop off the peat as well because we use that to make fertilizer down here. Let's see. The vampire's jaw. We can put that over here because we're basically running out of storage. And I'm going to need it because the memory powder's over here as well. Eat up those maggots. Not bad, not bad. Okay, I think our final thing to do, the final thing to do then, let's get these carrots up. That was wheat. Get our fertilizer down. And replant. Oh, and we can get more lentils. Very good. How are we doing on Silver Star? We got... Okay, we got enough. Nice. Let's see. We'll toss the crop waste in there. Seeds go in the next one over. let's take 32. We'll leave 20. Okay. We'll refill all of this. Start feed production. Right back up. Excellent. We're going to drop 20 carrots in Donkey's box. Get a few more bodies going just so we can have bones and whatnot. And hopefully we can start 20 carrots up there. That's 4 bodies. And that way, hopefully, we can start getting our graveyard looking a little better as well. Excellent. We'll dump all of our food into our new shelving. That is the most unorganized. Okay. So let's actually do this. We'll actually organize it. We'll take... Yeah, we'll take the raw garden stuff. Yeah, and we'll throw it over here in the kind of like the pantry area. All the veggies, the wheat. There we go. I know this is heresy, but I just don't need them. They're making so many seeds at the refugee camp that I just don't need them. Let's grab a bit more water because we're going to need to be making dough eventually. And we'll finish up the pantry. So we use them. And we'll throw that in the pantry as well. Alright, so that actually clears up quite a bit. So we can make dinners. We have to make gold star dinners. Have to play around with this and see the best methods. What was that? Hang on. So cakes, pumpkin soups, and onion rings. All gold quality. Guarantees gold meals. Cool. Alright guys, that's going to do it for now. We got quite a bit done. I'm quite proud of that. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye for now.